I'm going to show you what's possibly the absolute best skill point farm in all of Star Wars Jedi Survivor. And the best part is you can actually access this pretty early on. You have to farm a few skill points at least because there's some perks that we're going to need in order to do this. And I'll show you another farm also in this video that's also insanely good, but not as good as this one, just to get you those first points if you don't have the perks that you need for this. And then another thing I'm going to show you is before we get started on this, if you progress the main story enough and you help Z, you'll get to a point eventually in the story, and if you're at this point, it'll be nice. You can go to, right now we're on Kobo, and you can go into, I'm going to back out here in case unless you're unaware of what's happening here. You can go back to Pyloon's Salon right here on the map, and then you can go inside of here, and if you progress the story enough, which on this save I have not, but if you have, which some of you watching this, or a lot of you watching this might have, you can come in here and immediately go up these stairs, and you'll be able to find Z up here, and you can give him data discs, and you'll be able to upgrade this ability that makes it so you basically get more XP from killing enemies. So you can go there on the map, zoom in on the small map, like zoomed in Pylon Saloon map, and go right there. You can go to that guy later on in the game and make it so you get even more XP from doing this. So keep that in mind when doing this. That actually will make this even better. It gets crazy, though. So, but after you're done with that, you're going to head out of here. And I'm going to show you how to get to this area we need to get to, because trying to get here the first time is very confusing. So we need to go spin the map like this, and we need to go south from here, basically. So when you see this, okay, we need to go down from that over to here-ish. So in order to do that, the easiest, fastest way to do that is going to be to head over here to the stables. So if you look at the map again, there's stables right here that you unlock very early in the game. And you can just go over here and get on a mount. It'll save you a decent amount of time running. So we're going to get on a mount. And then we're going to head over this way. Whoops, I'm not going to do that. Okay. Okay, we're going to jump over this. We're going to get on the mount, and we're going to head over this way. So looking at the map one more time to make sure we're oriented here. We're going to head this way out of the... or if I spin the map like this, we're going to head this direction. It's not north, east, southwest in this game, which is super confusing. But yeah, you're going to head this way, and there's a path right through here that we're going to take. So that should be somewhere over here. If you go over here, you'll see somewhere over here a gate. And so once you're on this mount, you can just jump up like that off the mount. And then from there, you can head through this cave over here. And then from this cave, you can just run straight out over here. And it's a little bit of a run, but once you've been here once, then you're all set, basically. I just want to make sure there's no confusion, because getting here is very confusing. I'm going to stop and look at the map for a second, show you where I'm at here. So now we're right here, and there's this path along the mountain right here that you can take to get where we need to go. So that is where this is. It was very confusing finding this the first time, for me at least. So you're going to head down this skinny path, and you're going to jump across this right here, and then you can activate this shortcut if you want. Now, the first time here especially, there will be a bunch of enemies here. Yeah, okay, just anytime you come here, there'll be a bunch of enemies here. But if you want, you can just skip them. Just run straight through them. And then you're going to go to this meditation point. Now, once you have this meditation point, you're all set. But we got some more stuff we got to talk about. So grab this meditation point. If it will let me. There we go. So this is the Fort Kalin fast travel, or, meditation spot. Now, once you're here, there are some things you're going to want to do. You're going to have some skills you're going to want. So you're going to want to go to Force. And there are a few things you're going to want, and a few things that you don't need, but you'll really want. So what you'll really want is to get the pulls. You'll need Unrelenting Pull, ideally. It's not necessary, but it can definitely make this easier. And then you need... or ideally, you'll get Attunement, Lucid Attunement, and Enlightened Attunement, just so that you'll have more force. And also, you can find random echoes in the game. They'll give you more force on top of that. Anything you find that'll give you more force will make this nice. And if you don't have enough skill points for this, and you need a different farm until you have these, I'll show you that in just a second. But now that we have all that, we can do this farm here. Now, I'm going to go too slow at first. We're not going to be able to do it the first time, because I just want to show you the methodology here. And then after, I'll show you how to do it the right way, where you have to go fast in order to do this. But depending. It depends. So, in some cases, it's broken. In some cases, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it. So, we're right here at this meditation. We're going to look this way at this building. So, you can head over to this entrance. And you can just double jump up right here. And then you can slowly walk over to here. And then what you do here is you jump away from the building and then up. And that often lets you get up. Now, once you're up here, there are these droids walking around. And there's also those guys. You see them crossing the bridge. Now, if I would have gone faster, I could do what we're going to do here. But depending on how fast you go, there's a few different options. Now, something that makes this really, really good, and I highly recommend it if you've progressed enough, is progress to the point where you get the blaster and have it equipped as one of your weapons. So that way, you can shoot at these guys and kill them. And something else that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to your settings and go to gameplay, and you're going to want to change the difficulty to the easiest difficulty, which is story mode. So change the game to story mode, and then you can do all this ideally. Now, you don't need to go to story mode, but it's definitely going to make this way easier. And as far as I'm aware, the amount of XP you get is identical, but I actually haven't tested it, but I just assume it is. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to meditate. Now I'm going to show you how to do this. You're going to have to go really fast when you do this. So it takes some practice, but once you've done it enough, it won't be so bad. You'll still mess it up every once in a while, but if you do it right, you're going to get like a skill point every minute, basically. So take a rest and then get up, run over to here, and then you're going to jump up to here, quickly walk over to here, jump away and jump forward. Oh, well, there we go. Okay. And then you're going to run over here to meet these guys, and then you're going to pull them off the ledge like that. And if these guys are giving you problems, then you can just turn around and shoot at them, which will also get you force back. But you pull those guys off, and they just die. And those guys give an insane amount of XP. You see at the top right there, that bar? It disappeared now. It was kind of bugged out, so it didn't pop up at first. Unbelievable amount of XP. And this is pretty late for me. I've already gained like 50 skill points in this game. And so skill points get slower the more you go. If you come here early enough, you'll probably get 1 skill point every rotation on this, which is insane. So we'll go up like this. Go over like this. I'm just going to blast some of these guys just so I get shot at less. Alright, and then... Wow, that was really unlucky that they hit me like that. Alright, so I'm just going to fire at them. Huh. My god. Okay. Okay, apparently you have to look at them when you fire your blaster. So that will kill them most of the time. Now, sometimes you might get this weird thing where they stop falling halfway. And generally, that can be fixed by just upgrading the force pull. So if you go to skills, just make sure you actually have the unrelenting pull, because that'll let you yank them immediately. If you have the one, if you don't have that one, you can still pull them potentially by holding it, but then you'll have to yank them one more time, which uses a ton of force. This way generally works, but you're also gonna want to stop pulling them as soon as they get pulled off, or else they'll sometimes live. Also, another thing you can do is just kill these guys. And then go. If you're fast enough, you have enough time then to kill all those guys. So let me do this one more time now, showing you with the killing everybody. To show you what I mean. Like, I just did it, but let's like show, like, if you get up, it's basically the choice is, if you get up fast enough, you kill everybody with the blaster. If you don't get up fast enough, then you immediately run over and just try to pull and hope for the best. And since you're on story mode, you're not really worried about dying, but you can get interrupted, which will be super annoying. So, alright, I'm fast enough. So, when you fire, you want to wait a second between each shot, or else it'll shoot a dead guy every time, and then you'll waste bullets and not have enough. Alright, so pull that guy off. Pull that guy off, and then go for the reset. And that is what you're going to want to do. And that is actually just unbelievable XP, guys. Like, that will level you up faster than anything else in this game, probably. Although, if I do find anything else, I'll let you know. And even if I find things that aren't as good as I'll let you know. I'll post in more videos about this. But really fast, before we end this, let me tell you, if you needed those skills, so we talked about this a little bit earlier. You say you don't have enough to have these things, and you don't want to go farm for like 30, 40, 60 minutes somewhere to get them. I have another spot that you get pretty early on in this game that's going to be totally insane. So what you're going to want to do, it's not as insane as this, but it's really a close second. And you can do it without any skills or anything. So what you do is you go back to the Mantis. And then you're going to go to the holo table, and you're going to want to change planets, basically. So We're going to go back into the Manus. And then the holo table, once you've unlocked it, if you're far enough in the game, the holo table will be in here to the right. And you're going to interact with it, and you're going to go over to... which one is Jedha? So that's this one. So go to Jedha. Not Jedha, Jedha. So travel to Jedha. And there's a fast travel we can go here that's absolutely busted as well that you can farm until you have enough to farm the one I just showed you. So once you get onto Jedha, you can fast travel at a meditation point. You can go to the Halls of Ranvel. This meditation spa is not as good as the one we just did, but it is still insanely good. And this one you can do without any abilities or anything. So you can do this one to get the initial skill points to get those abilities that you need, and then you can go to the one I just showed you. So this one, you start off at this meditation point right here on the map. Zoom it out just so you don't get confused here. We're right here. All right. So you're going to walk over to here, and if you don't have any push or anything, you can literally just spam force push on those 3 people until they go off the ledge, and then you turn around and sit down and repeat. And this will probably be half as fast as the other one. It might even be 3/4 as fast as the other one. But it's definitely not as fancy or cool feeling. But it's definitely way more cheese feeling than the other one. So you just do that, and then you repeat. Then you do that until you have enough skill points to get the perks or the skills that we need, and then we go do the other one. So that should get you started. That should help you out. Do those till you get force. And just to reiterate again, you're going to need retching pull, twin pull, then unrelenting pull, and then ideally attunement, lucid attunement, and enlightened attunement. That's pretty much all you'll need. After that, you're good to go. So, hey guys, this is the crazy, insane skill point farm in this game. So if you needed a way to level up the max level, maybe you're just, in the end game and you just want to get all your skills real fast, this is going to be your go-to farm. This is hands down, right now, at least for me, the best Star Wars Jedi Survivor skill point farm in the entire game.